all the credit of me becoming a comedian goes to my wife, who were rude and those who showed me kindness. She's out of my league. Or because I didn't have these stage fright and things because I grew up in church. And her laughter would activate something inside of me that kept me wanting to see her laugh more.
Standing ovations, faith over fear through every situation. Every comedian I met shaped my way. Now I'm here with something real to say. Welcome to the journey. Welcome to the laughs. Behind every joke there's a chapter from the past. This is how I made it. This is how I've grown. Becoming a comedian. Oscar Mulher. One story, one episode, one journey. Let's go.
So, some people think I was born funny. Some people think I grew up funny with my friends, family, and all that. And the real answer is no. The only reason why I became a comedian, and I think all the credit of me becoming a comedian goes to my wife, because she's the real reason why and how I became a comedian. So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you here to this small program of mine called Becoming a Comedian with Oscar Omuhle. So, this is my, I don't know, should I call it a podcast or program or whatever you like to call it. But here I share how I became a comedian. I'll be talking about comedians I know, comedians I've met, how I met them, how was it meeting them, how was the reception from their side, or how I felt about them when I met them. So those who were negative to me, those who were positive to me, those who were rude, and those who showed me kindness. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Oscar Omuhle, a South African stand-up comedian. Some call me a gospel comedian, but I think a comedian is a comedian. So I welcome you. So the reason why I became a comedian, or how, a short story of how I became a comedian. In my early years or my university life, I met a girl by the name of Thandeka Sibisi. Now she's Thandeka Mabunda. She's mine now. So, but when I met her, I never thought one day she can be my wife. And a simple reason is that she was so beautiful. So a part of me, I'm thinking now, maybe a part of me thought she's out of my league, or I was out of her league. But when I met her, it was not for romantic purposes, because we used to stay in the same res. So I would see her in our campus, and even inside me, I would say, this is a beautiful girl that I know, a beautiful girl that we stay together in the same res. So we'll greet each other when we meet. And then one day she was walking from KFC and I was walking from KFC. We were walking to the campus to catch a bus to take us back to the res. So as I was walking, we walked together. It was not my first time to talk to her, but it was that high. So me, I had this, I think by the grace of God, because I grew up in church, when I got to TUT, I found an organization called SCO. So the Student Christian Organization. So when I joined them, because I was used to standing in front of my church, so it was easy to stand in front of the student. Maybe I'll be emceeing the program or sharing the word there and there, because I didn't have these stage fright and things because I grew up in church. So now I'm walking with her, and then she's saying to me, you are very funny. I always see you at the SCO when you talk. You are like, you make me laugh. And then our rest, they used to host events. Some they would ask me to come and MC because they know me from the church space, and I would come. And every time after hosting, she will tell me that, yo, you are so good, yo, that was fun. So until it got to a point that I would go to her room just to know, just to say hi, because whenever I felt down, I knew that if I go to Thandeka's room, when I talk to her, she's going to laugh. And her laughter would activate something inside of me that kept me wanting to see her laugh more. So now it's like, because before I was just joking, not even aware that this is comedy, but just talking as a person, and then somebody finds you fun. But now, because of her, I now had a reason why I must joke. It's like joking with a purpose, and now my purpose was to make her fun. And still, by that time, there was nothing romantic in me that, like, I was trying to achieve from her. So then we became friends. I would come to her, go to her room. She'll dish up food if she cooked. We'll just sit, eat, and then I talk, and then she laughs. Now, whenever there's an event at the residence, I'll make sure that I want to be part of that program. I used to act drama at TUT as an extramural activity, and she would come and watch. And then luckily, the directors, the guys who were helping us do drama, because we were not drama students, some were engineering students, HR and all that, but coming together as an extramural activity. So she would say, yo, I was watching your play, yo, you are fun, So that kept me wanting to do more. And then now I would even go search YouTube videos, and that's how I got to know about comedians. And there are people who make a living out of making other people laugh. Then that's how I got introduced to comedy. And then the first video of a comedian I saw, I think it was Shampoo Tips, with David Cow at the what's this church called, RCL, the one near Bishop Zondo. So when I watched that video, David Cow making people laugh at church, and then I saw Shampoo, that thing got me inspired, and I wanted to research more and try so hard to learn and know this comedy thing. And then that's how I got introduced to comedy. Then after that, I would copy some stuff on YouTube, copy some tricks, go to her room. When I say them to her, she's laughing. And then, my heart was like, no, I must keep on pressing on, trying out this comedy thing. And from that time, I'm telling you, I started to kill it. Even the other students will see me perform, and I'll write jokes on a paper, go with them. They thought I'm trying to make them laugh, and now I was trying to make Thandeka laugh. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I became a comedian. So we'll spend some time. Like I knew if I feel down or if I had a bad day, I'll just go to Tandeka's room, talk to her, and then she will laugh. And then that laughter, I started enjoying her laughter. Like her laughter provoked, that's a spiritual term now, provoked something inside of me. And then that, I think that's what made me a comedian. Then I would go to a room, then we started, like, gradually we became friends. I was the one who's making her laugh, and she was the one who was laughing at my jokes. And then that kept us close. I remember we'd eat together. Sometimes we'll go out because, yes, I was poor, but in my student days, I was this student because, man, there was something in me that I was good with people, you know. Like there was nobody even nothing yamsaba to talk to them or you know. So then I remember I went and I bought airtime. You see, by that time my airtime was a puma pep. I went and stock my airtime, and then I started selling airtime lapa schooling. Then I would sell airtime even RS. So I started having money there and there. Would go out with her to movies. Na vele shem sayihluphekele naye ayibuyela le KZN. But all I'm trying to say is that my first reason of becoming a comedian was that I wanted to make Thandeka laugh. I wanted to make her laugh. And then that developed or sparked, like I started to, you know, when you can make somebody laugh, it gives you confidence. So now I started to see her in a different eye than the one that I used to see her, that I'm not in her league and all that. So now I guess that's why bathi mawuthandana nomuntu niyahlekihlekisana, because there's power in laughing together. So I'm trying to say, even you with your wife or your girlfriend, try to laugh together. You'll see it helps your relationship. Go to these comedy shows and make sure you laugh with your partner, and you'll see how it graduates, or I don't know what's the English word. So yes, and that was my first reason of me becoming a stand-up comedian. So like I said, I give all the credit to my wife, because today she's my wife. She's been my wife for I think 12 years now, because of the comedy. And now I've been a comedian for 12 years now because of her. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the short story that I had. I still have more coming. It was not an easy journey, especially as somebody from Mpumalanga. You know, now you are doing comedy, but you've never seen a comedian with your, like in real life. I think now, in the mission of making her laugh, which ended up being a mission of making the church or everybody in SCO laugh, there was a guy, or there's a guy, because he's still alive. His name is Mlungi Simula. He's the owner of the brand Triple K, Konke Khamba Kahle. So Mlungi had the skill of being an MC. So whenever he was an MC, people were rolling with laughter. Then I started studying Mlungi, you see, and then I got closer to him, and then eventually, man, you know, eventually, I think after meeting him, and he would see me also MC there, he also got interested in me because he will give me like he will recommend me to people to book me. And by that time, I didn't know that people can book you and pay you just to come and MC something. We were serving in the house of the Lord. So we were used to our churches that you do it for free. Because through Mlungisi, I met Jerry Makhudu, Pastor Jerry Makhudu from LCS Life Sanctuary. But LCS is the name of the church. So because Pastor, he's apostle. He was Pastor Makhudu by then. Because of his connections and all that. Actually, I'm going to tell you about Apostle Jerry Makhudu on the second episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Oscar Omuhle, your stand-up comedian. If you are not following me, please follow me. If you have not subscribed in this channel, please do it now. If you ever want to book me in any event to MC your weddings, parties and everything, please feel free. You'll see the information after this video. If you ever wish to attend one of my shows and one of my stand-up comedians, please follow me on our social media platforms and you'll see the posters of where I'm performing or where I'm hosting my show. So ladies and gentlemen, just want to say good night to you. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching. It is I, Oscar Omuhle, your favorite from now on. Halala.